boil your bread for toast.
Ah!
A baseball. Okay, where's my soda?
I don't get paid enough for this group.
You do not need soda. Damn. That's a big soda.
Hold on.
It's a liter of soda.
Let me get the
Wait,
pre-session
wait,
cat.
wait, 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 wait.
Pre-session cat. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me, old coot. You're fine.
A liter.
I once again cannot see.
Don't know why. That can be an issue resolved for some other time. Anyways, as
I think I need
given you
plenty of soda. I
guys,
don't know what you're on about, Moss.
What?
I need plenty of soda. I don't know what you're on about.
you need water. Anyways, before we start,
True,
this,
I haven't
I'm
drinking
gonna just-
water for like a week.
Water.
What the fuck you mean
You
you haven't
need
drank for a
water.
week? Hold on 1 sec.
Okay, are you
Okay,
having
yeah.
headaches?
No.
How?
Magic. I've been drinking soda. I do have heartburn though.
Push down.
Thanks, like it.
He's gone. Should I say it?
You must chug
No!
water.
No, he's gonna watch it later.
He never watches it.
Yeah, he does. He's gotta watch it to post it, doesn't he?
No, he doesn't watch it before he posts it.
What? What I miss?
Well, that's just bad business practice.
What?
We're judging you for not watching the video before you post.
Yeah, because I want to sit through an hour-long video after sitting and DMing that hour-long video. Like, I don't remember what happens. Like, I want to remind myself of what happens after just doing it.
Trust
That's
me,
you.
you might. The bit. Yeah, the bit.
English.
It wouldn't matter if I go to rewatch it anyways. The fucking built-in YouTube editor just does not work on these laptops. Trust me, I tried. It just does not work. It refuses to. Anyways, before I was cut off by a door. Content warning. I gave you guys this already. I'm saying this
You were
again.
cut by a door?
I was cut off by a door because someone knocked on my door. Anyways,
Roars.
before we start this, I am going to give out another content warning again. From here on out, the campaign and future sessions will be getting much more gruesome, with much more descriptive deaths, and it will also be touching a lot darker concepts than the previous sessions. So, if you're not comfortable with that, voice it now and suck it up because all of you are old enough to handle it. Either that or have seen worse.
Moira.
Moira.
That is.
I
not-
think we all, when you texted the group chat or whatever about this, I think we were all like,
Yeah.
good. And then we were called fiends or something. What did Moss call us?
Murder hobos.
Oh, murder hobos, that's the one.
Shine the teeth for the meat bicycle.
The meat bicycle.
What did I just hear?
Shine the teeth
Teeth
for the meat
for the
bicycle.
meat bicycle? Teeth for the meat bicycle?
Exactly.
I actually heard correctly. Let's go. We're
Shine the
slaying.
teeth for the meat
He
bicycle.
already has going blur.
Those who know,
I mean,
those who know, know.
hey, you like what you like, dog. I'm not judging you.
If you know, you know. Simple as that. That's all I gotta say on that. If you know, you know.
You guys think I could chug the rest of this soda?
I would not.
I would not.
Chug.
I would not.
No! Don't
No
listen
one,
to
do
Noah.
not hurt her.
It's a chug. No, it's a chug.
Immediate
I will
regret
not.
as soon as it gets to that.
Noah, you're usually the one who's
I will
smart.
not.
It gets to this and immediately like, nope!
I will not. I'm probably gonna like spill it on myself, and then it's gonna look disgusting, and it's going on the internet. So
Yeah, maybe don't be a dumbass, you know? It's a strange strategy,
Oh,
I know,
I dropped the
but
lid.
it's a very
That's
good
what we
business
are.
practice in the end. Anyways, if everyone is prepared, I will recap last session. If everyone's ready.
I am not ready.
I am.
It's 2 readies. Alexis, we all know you're ready because you're the one that's like, you even put in Discord the earlier the better. So, anyways, recap.
Okay, let's go.
Last time, you guys met the Void Mother, and she tried working out a deal with you
A
guys.
woman.
You guys then proceeded to make her very pissy with all of you, because Campbell found a motion mine and, unhooked it from the table. And so all of you escaped, got hunted down, and you guys have just recently fled the scavenging area in order to, protect everybody there. So you guys are currently out and about, and after a bit of walking, you ended up encountering the Void Mother again, although this time she looked a lot more rugged and also a bit insane. And after doing a small brawl with the cultists and her, she ended up fleeing after stabbing Sigel and dropping him on the ground. After some black smoke seemed to come from him and absorb into her. And so you guys are now standing in the aftermath of this battle with Sigel on the ground. And we will start the session. So, who does what?
Do I have to roll for fear?
Oop.
I'm going to commit Moida.
All of you roll for fear, actually. All of you roll for fear.
1 second, let me find my dice.
Are you telling me
I
you
got a
didn't have your dice
19.
prepared for this?
Uh-oh. Oh, I got a 9.
There it is. I got
19. You got a 19.
a 23.
20.
Just
Sir?
kidding, I got. just kidding, I got a 17.
So, all of you managed to maintain your composure except for Atlas. Atlas, you start freaking out while you see Sigel just kind of laying what appears to be dead on the floor. Go ahead and roll to see how much fear you get.
Well,
Since I am
12? Okay.
cool Reaper guy, can I check to see if his soul is... Because I don't think I can... Thing
I'm sorry, what? Your audio, cut out every, 5 seconds in the sentence.
yeah. I was saying, since he's a cool Reaper dude, can I check for his soul and that's if it's still in the body? Because I don't think I could just check for a pulse like you would a normal person, because he's been dead.
Roll.
Okay.
Watch, it's like a nat 1.
I actually got a 20. No, I got 20. 20.
You kind of start sensing the area, and you can feel the presence of a soul, but you can't seem to pinpoint where it is, even though you seem 100% sure that it's around. But you know his soul is at least somewhere in the vicinity of where you're at.
But not in the body. Interesting.
Not in the body, but it's somewhere in the vicinity.
Good.
You just
can I
deem him
just run
dead.
over to the body, all scared?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so Atlas, you sprint over to the body. What do you do while you're at the body?
I don't know, I just panic. I don't know what to do.
How do you want
I
to
start
panic
searching
exactly? Because panic
for the soul?
I can interpret this panic as in any way to interpret it.
I like? Is the chain around his neck?
Yeah.
Can I grab the chain and give him a command to get up?
Okay, yeah. So you command Sigel to get up, but his body doesn't seem to respond. Kind of just lays there.
Uh-oh.
Can I look around for the soul that I sensed?
Yeah. Okay. So roll. See if you can find it.
I roll. I got a 19.
So you look around. You kind of see. You can sense his soul's below you because you can't see it above you. So you see what's below you.
Oh no.
Man's in hell.
Well, no shit. He's a demon. He's a fucking demon. What do you expect? Do you think his soul's going to heaven? You got him from hell. All of a sudden, he dies in a fight, and it's like, oh god, he's going to heaven. That's not how this fucking works.
So he's dead.
God damn.
Or he like, I guess the life essence got put in the sword or something. And then if we get, or whatever it was stabbed with, the sword, I assume, yes.
It wasn't left
And
in
we
his
can
body.
get it back.
The
Huh?
sword wasn't left in his body. The Void Mother took it, so it wouldn't be in your proximity if the Void Mother had his soul.
True.
So,
It took something from him.
after a bit of, like, kind of trying to figure out where his soul is, Atlas, you kneel down next to Sigel and you start, like, checking for a pulse and shaking his body. And all of a sudden, you all see Sigel start to stir, and you see his eyes slowly start to open up as he lifts his hand and grabs his head. Oh, that was not a great feeling. Okay, which spinal column got broken? Oh, none of them. Neat. Bitch missed. Anyways, you see Sigel kind of like
I'm gonna like
struggle to get up.
yell and hug him like. Ah!
So as you scream out and hug him, you see him immediately lift one of his hands up to his ear to block the noise, and then suddenly just go stiff as you hug him. Jesus Christ, Atlas! I only got freaking split. I didn't die or anything. At least not again. Now would you calm down, lad?
No, I will not.
He loses his powers again.
Did he? Did he do that
Again?
again?
So you kind of see him pat himself down to make sure he still has everything. He seems to just slightly whisper off a checklist. Dagger, check. Limbs, check. Intestines, that's been gone for 50 years. Let's see. Everything else seems to be here. Good. Anyways, you see him kind of just stretch his arms out. For some reason, I feel lighter. Why do I feel lighter? It doesn't matter.
Uh-oh.
As soon as he
I don't think that's
finishes
good.
that sentence, all of a sudden you see another group of cultists come out from the forest and kind of sprint up to all of you. All of you roll for initiative.
Really? You're fighting more?
Why not?
Natural 20.
That's funny. That's fun.
Fighting these
Three
giant
good rolls. 3 good rolls in a row.
I'm tired of fighting.
I got
these giant
11.
cultists.
Got
At
a
least that
20.
one happens now and not in battle.
So wait, what'd you get?
Okay,
That's
that's a 6.
Hold on. So, Husk, you got 20, right?
Yep.
Atlas, what did you get?
11.
Phoenix? And Alexios.
6.
Alright, so order is Husk, Atlas, Alexios, then Phoenix.
Yep.
Husk,
I
what do you
get to go
do?
last. Nuh-uh. Guys, I chugged the soda too fast.
Good job. Husk, what do you wish to do?
Okay, so, do I have access to my void powers now?
Yeah, you have access to your void powers.
Alright, I'll just summon, a great axe.
Alright, roll.
You got a 10.
So, you open a portal to the void, and suddenly an axe falls out. And as soon as the axe hits the ground, you see the handle kind of just silt over to the side. Kind of like it's not even really a wood, more just like a rubbery material.
Rubber.
And as you pick it up, you feel the axe head just kind of like sway back and forth as you hold it. Anyways,
Did you happen to make it
Atlas,
out of
your
jello?
Um. I don't know. Would I be able to ask mid-combat if Sigel feels up to fighting?
I won't let it cost an action because it's
Do
just
that?
talking. Yeah. So you ask Sigel if he's up to fighting. He kind of just looks at you and gives you a thumbs up.
Alright, then I'm gonna give him the command to he can freely move and freely fight.
Alright. Roll to ensure the command comes out correctly. And you have disadvantage due to, your fear.
Uh-oh. That's a 4.
Oh,
So you start to try to give Sigel a
Bum.
command, but you seem to stutter on your words. And he just kind of looks at you confused before just simply going, what? Never mind. Alexios, your turn.
Oh wait, I don't have my gun anymore. I'll stab.
Alright, roll.
That is a 13.
Alright, so you pull out your weapon and you charge up and stab one of the cultists through the chest. Not gonna
see it.
question. Phoenix, your turn.
I'll
What
send
you
it
do?
to you. How many people are?
5.
I just stabbed with dagger. I do not want to think right now.
Alright, roll.
I commit stab. Please. Okay, thank you.
Oh, nothing.
Oh, that's a 14.
Alright, you pull out one of your hardlight daggers and you sprint up and stab one of the cultists.
Hell yeah, brother.
Suddenly, Campbell jumps in and
Is that?
he barks a little bit before just simply standing next to you guys. It's now the cult's turn.
Good boy.
Alright. First cultist is going to attack. Phoenix, you see one of the cultists charge up at you and then seem to kind of stumble as they swing and miss you. Watch, dude, the taunt now leads to your death. Alexios,
Do
roll
I
the
still
dodge.
have the curse to get randomly attacked?
What'd you say?
Alexios, roll the dodge.
Okay.
Do I still have that curse that makes me get randomly attacked?
No.
Okay, Sly. Moss, check your DMs.
I was laughing at.
9.
What?
Alright, you see the cultist you attack sprint up to you and he swings his dagger across and nicks you on the chest. Take 1 damage.
I'm dying.
Gets a paper cut. Oh, I'm dying! No!
Now I kind of want to make a character that's like that and just super dramatic.
Alexios, roll to dodge again.
Oof. My guy.
8.
The same cultist sprints up and it goes to attack you again, cuts you again across the chest. Take another point of damage.
My pain. I will not survive this.
So Jill just leans over from next to Atlas and just stares you dead in the eyes. I swear to God, if I hear you whine again, I'm going over there and punching you in the teeth. Atlas, roll to dodge.
Oh. In their face.
$16.
You see a cultist charge up at you and you sidestep out of the way just in time to miss him.
Nope.
Husk, roll to
Moss,
dodge.
did you check your DMs? And then it funny.
Yes,
I mean-
I'm laughing at that.
Yippee!
My turn?
Yes. No, you gotta roll to dodge.
Yes.
Oh,
As I said.
No.
got 9.
You see a cultist sprint up at you and just kind of shoulder check you in the torso. Take 1 hit point of damage.
Okay.
Now it's your turn, Husk.
I would like to decapitate one of the cultists.
Roll. Roll with disadvantage due to the defect your weapon has. Alright, so you grab your axe, and as you lift it up above your head, the axe head just kind of wobbles side to side a bit. As you charge up and you swing it down on one of the cultists, you see you lob their hand off. So not exactly as you planned, but you lob their hand off, and as they pick up their arm and start staring at their wrist, you see confetti kind of splurting out of their wrist.
Somebody.
Those who know the reference know the reference.
And you said this would be serious, he said. This would...
Hey, just because there's
would
going to
be
be more
serious.
descriptive deaths and things doesn't mean it's not going to be fun.
Moss.
Those who know the reference know the reference. Ah, an otter. Anyways,
I do.
Atlas, your turn.
I'm gonna command Sigel to get him. The guy who just tried to attack me.
Just point at him. Get him.
Get him.
You still have disadvantage due to your fear.
Okay. That's an 8. I am rolling shittily.
You point your hand up into the air, and as you dramatically point it downrange and point at the person, you open your mouth, and suddenly it seems like a dot appears next to your head. Your eyes go wide, and you're just kind of sitting there, just stuck on your words, and your finger just kind of droops down. And so Jail just looks at you dead in the eyes before just face palming. Alexios, your turn. What do you wish to do?
I would like to...
Be a shitty British person? No, I can't allow that.
Okay, I would like to... stab.
Alright, roll.
Oh my goodness.
20.
What'd you get?
20.
Would you like to roll performance to make it flashy?
Sure, why not?
Look at that,
Alright,
bro.
roll.
Okay. 19.
Alright, so You grab your weapon and you start spinning it dramatically in front of you. And as you start to walk up, you see the cultists you're planning to attack sprint up to you and you start clashing weapons. After a small bit, you lob off the cultist's hand, launching their dagger away. And as you spin it back the other way, you lob off their other hand before lobbing off their feet. Before rising your weapon up into the air and stabbing them straight through the chest. There is now one dead cultist.
Excessive.
Phoenix, your turn.
It's my turn. The souffle.
Alright, roll.
Oh no. Okay, whatever. What do you say?
Roll.
Okay. I roll 2 souffle. Oh no, that's a 12.
So, you reach out your hand and you focus your Reaper magic. And you notice one of the cultists starts to kind of bend down and start to grab at their chest. And you see them just kind of like half collapse onto the ground as you notice part of their soul is ripped away. And as they stand up, you see some of their body convert to a shadow.
What?
And as they look at you, you see their eyes glow vibrant purple as they stare you down.
Purple. I heard half of that because my headphones are being rude right now.
Half shadow man.
Okay.
I heard something about a shadow, I heard purple eyes, I heard chest pain, yay.
Guys,
Half
soul you
shadow
flayed.
man.
Grabbed at his chest as he was collapsing. And you sense that part of his soul is gone. And as he stands back up, half of his body turns into a shadow.
Okay.
Okay. Anyways, it's now the cult's turn. Phoenix, you see one of the cultists charge up at you, and as they're about to stab you, they trip and fall into the ground. Before getting up and embarrassingly going back to their ranks.
Why does this keep happening?
Atlas, roll to dodge. And you still have disadvantage. And pray that you do not fuck this up. I'll show why
And then also check your DMs.
you don't want to fuck this up. Don't fuck this
I
up.
fucked it up! I rolled a 20 and a 5!
Atlas, you see one of the cultists kind of get like a deadly glint in their eye as they spin their dagger and charge up at you. Luckily, though, thanks to your contract, Sigil jumps in the way and takes the most of the blow for you. As he kind of gets shoved back and crashes into you. Take 3 points of damage. And as Sigil shoves the cultist back, you look and you notice the dagger went clean through him and he has a massive bleed going down his chest. He just kind of looks at you and gives you a pained thumbs up as you see his body shaking.
Soon enough, you're gonna be doing more
Alexios, roll
damage.
dodge.
Ah, great. 15.
Loss.
You see one of the cultists sprint up at you, and just
Yeah.
before they manage to hit you, you sidestep out of the way. Atlas, you notice the half-shadowed cultist stare at you. And as you see it sprint up to you like a feral animal, as soon as it gets within arm's reach of you, Sigil just simply reaches out and just punts it in the face with his fist. And you see it kind of barrel off to the side before scrambling back to its alignment.
Oh, mom.
I think
Husk,
you made this
your
thing
turn.
worse.
Alright, I'm gonna throw my axe to the side and open a rift to the void on one of their heads and close it.
Alright. Roll with disadvantage.
Why?
Roll with disadvantage.
Alright.
Why is it a disadvantage?
You got a what?
Yeah, why? Why do I have disadvantage?
That'll be explained.
I'm not using my axe.
I know. So what'd you get?
Why? I got 2.
You got a 2? So
Yes.
you focus your ability, and you open a void portal above one of the cultists. And as the half shadow cultist glares at it, you see him dive in through the portal and suddenly dive at you and pin you onto the ground. You are now in a grapple state. So, Husk, as you're being grappled, you notice that this half-shadowed cultist seems to give a disturbance to the void.
Oh no.
So yeah, new enemy type you're gonna have to worry about. Half-shadowed.
And I can't souffle him.
Anyways, Atlas, your turn. What do you wish to do?
I would like to calm down.
Alright, roll.
Still at disadvantage?
No.
Three.
You get to roll a d4 to calm down.
I would like to mention that since we did the, I have been constantly at for
I did not hear anything you just said.
I did not
I heard
hear a
every
single
other
thing.
word.
I just heard.
One
I just.
second. Okay, again.
Yeah. Alright. Atlas, you calm down. Your fear is now at an 8. You are
Okay,
no
what did you
longer
say?
suffering disadvantages. And I could not hear a single thing you just fucking said.
I said
We heard half of what you said. Every other word we heard.
I said ever since the fear episode, I've been constantly at 1 fear.
They're constantly
Since
shivering
then.
their timbers.
Yep.
Anyways, Atlas, you no longer suffer disadvantage from fear. Congratulations. Hopefully you can actually start getting some half-decent rolls now. Anyways, Alexios, your turn. What do you wish to do?
There's only really one thing I can do, which is stab.
Alright, do you wish to stab the cultist that is currently grappling Husk, or do you want to stab one of the other ones?
Yes.
Okay, roll.
Okay.
And you have advantage.
Okay. First is 18. Second is 17.
Alright, you kind of bring your dagger up, you bring your weapon up, and you stab down on the cultist on top of Husk. Before springing them off and freeing Husk from the grapple. Phoenix, your turn.
Am I allowed to use the scimitar that I found?
Yes.
I kind of want to see what happens. I wish to use scimitar and commit whatever you do with scimitar. I assume stab.
You cut. Roll.
Another 19.
You bring up the
Louise
scimitar and you
Sloan.
swing it down on one of the cultists, crossing them from shoulder to hip. And as you cut them, you notice their wound starts to flare up and burn. And you see them trying to pat out their wound as they're slowly burning more and more. Anyways, now the cultist's turn. Let's hope if Atlas gets attacked, Atlas doesn't die.
Where are your hit points at?
Well, that should be fine. Just the fact that Atlas has been getting shit rolls because of the disadvantage. Phoenix, roll a dodge.
Not doing good thing.
Me?
Yes, you. No one else here is named Phoenix.
Noah, did you just call me Outlet?
What'd you get?
Electronic noises.
I shall make my grave over here. Don't mind me.
You got a nat 1?
What? I would never.
So,
After getting like 5 high rolls, I would never.
you see the feral cultists stare you down, their bright purple eyes piercing through you. Suddenly, they charge up to you, grab you by the head, and barrel you into the ground. And they start running you across the ground, just breaking the ground beneath your head. And drawing out a huge path before tossing you back into the ground.
Yum.
Take 10 points of damage.
Oh, why can I only have 10 points?
Let's hope not.
At some point, I got to. I was started with 9. I'm at -1 hearts.
Oh no!
So I'm just gonna. Good night.
Phoenix, your systems start to shut down.
I don't have nitro anymore. I would do the boop 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 doom.
You're not dead yet. You're not dead yet. Your systems are just starting to shut down. So for the next 2 turns,
I'm
you're
not
going to
dead yet. I'm not dead yet.
You're dying but not dead. You're down but not out. That also means
I'm
you-
at -1, and man
also means
still
you
has the
don't-
audacity to say I'm not dead.
Don't worry, I
Hey,
will
make
do
it
you
dead.
mercy. I will not let you get attacked while you're currently dying. Good thing too. You
Roll
would have
to
just gotten
dodge.
attacked.
Roll to dodge while you're dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll to somehow dodge.
Atlas.
I'm just seizing on the ground, and
you
you're
see
like,
the feral
roll to dodge real
cultist
quick.
sprint up at you, but as it begins to reach out for you, it just kind of leaps dramatically and soars right over your head before falling face first into the ground. I like how Phoenix is still dead and just sees this and just like, take me out, motherfucker!
I might be dying, but I'm still gonna be petty.
Alexios, roll to dodge.
Oh no. 20.
Do you see the feral cultist sprint at you with full speed? And as it begins to sprint up at you, you just reach out your hand and its face smacks into your palm. And as you see it drop down to the ground and just scurry back off to its line, you just strike a dramatic pose like you just withstanded a nuclear explosion. Before turning away so nobody can look you and looking down at your palm and just silently screaming to yourself. Before Husk's next turn, you see the feral cultists start to swing at all the other cultists and kill all of them off one by one, leaving only themselves. Suddenly, you see a black smoke. You see a black smoke emit from all the dead cultists and absorb into the half shadow. And you hear
You fool.
a
you
loud,
cunt.
piercing, abyssal scream. And as it glares back at you, you see purple lines cover its entire body. Husk, it's now your turn. What do you wish to do?
Alright, I'd like to calm myself down.
You're also feared?
You are?
I'm pretty sure,
Check your sheet.
because I've been getting disadvantages with my rolls.
No, you're not
And
feared.
without my...
It's use the void on the person who knows the void things.
No, you weren't paying attention. I said you noticed a disturbance when the, half shadow attacked you. That's the reason you're suffering disadvantage with void abilities. Half shadows cause a disturbance to, void-related things.
Alright, well, I'd like to run over and, try and kick in its knee. Kick in one of its knees.
Time to do the 5-year-old shin kicker! Alright, roll.
No,
Roll to go kick it in it. Roll to go kick it in the shin.
17.
No, the kneecap.
You got a 17.
So you bring your foot back and you start sprinting up, and as soon as you get within kicking distance, you bring your foot back and strike it forward. You kick it in the chin before dramatically walking away. And you see it just kind of rub its chin
Hey, that's your
quickly.
well, I'm made of metal.
Anyways, Atlas, your turn. What do you wish to do?
Okay. Hopefully, this time, I can command or do something.
Hopefully.
Okay, I'm gonna do a control state on Sigil.
Alright. So, you start using your control state, you feel your palm start to burn up, and this mark on your palm begins to turn a bright red. And you see Sigil's body start to transform. But about a quarter way through the transformation, suddenly his body reverts back to normal. And your mark quits burning. And you
I
see...
knew it, he lost his powers.
As you look at Sigil confused, he looks at you also confused. Before just looking down at his hands and looking back at you.
That's not supposed to happen, right?
Weird.
Alexios, your turn.
That's weird.
Did I lose my turn?
Yes.
Okay. More stabby.
Alright,
19.
Alright.
The only technician is ignoring the seizing robot.
I can't deal with that right now. I need to stab.
You
You raise up
Are
your blade
we-
and you sprint forward, and as you swing it down at the half shadow, it lifts up its hand and grabs your blade. Before ripping it out of your hands and throwing it to the side. You now don't have a weapon.
How the heck is that possible?
Anyways, Phoenix, roll to death save.
Oh, okay.
Don't roll in that one.
Please don't.
Roll in that one.
Funny.
Roll in that one.
If she does, she automatically fails.
That's not any better.
Anything's better than that one, really. So that doesn't succeed, but you manage to start kind of slowly standing up. So you're kind of like just up to a staggered state. You're not
Restrained.
fully back into the battle. Anyways, it's now the cultist turn. Y'all better pray to God
One of
that
them
it tries to attack
stab
Phoenix.
me and I go back to death.
No, you're lucky. Husk, roll to dodge.
Uh, 19!
The half shadow sprints up to you and swings its arm at you, and you sidestep out of the way. Roll to dodge again.
Dang. 18!
You dodge out of its way again, and its third strike misses. Husk, your turn. What do you wish to do?
I'd like to run over and knee it in the head. It's like grab its head and knee it.
Alright, roll.
Break his nose.
19! Almost landed on 9.
You sprint up, and as soon as you get up close to it, you jump into there, grab its head, and slam its face into your knee. Atlas, your turn.
I don't know what you want me to do, Dominic.
Figure something out.
Survive.
Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna heal, Phoenix. I'm gonna
Alright.
run over to Phoenix.
Roll.
Can you though if I'm a robot? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about this.
It's magic.
I
doesn't
use
fucking
fire.
matter.
I melt.
It's magic. It
I
doesn't
melt
fucking
you
matter.
back together.
But on technology, you're
It's magic. It
I
doesn't
use
fucking matter.
Fireball.
I melt you back together.
Be healed.
Here, I'm going
I
to
cast
settle this
Fireball.
entire
Be
debate
healed.
right now. I'm going to settle this entire debate right now. Magic, motherfucker!
Dom, I hear
Anyways,
you
roll to
actually
heal.
say magic.
Roll to see if it's successful.
But in the call, I just hear.
I'm still at -1. I put it as -1 because it's funny. And just so you know, Dominic, if I was at full health, I would have been at 2 points instead.
Ah.
Because I have 12 hit points. It's better than -1.
Anything's better than -1. Anyways,
Maybe
Alex,
not
can you roll to
-2.
see if your attempt at healing succeeded?
What do I roll? D20?
Yeah.
15!
Alright, roll D8 to see how much health you restore.
Four.
Better than nothing.
I'm at 3.
No, since you're being healed out of the death save, you get reverted to 0. So you're at 4 health now. Atlas, you go up next to Phoenix and you lay your hands on Phoenix, and as a healing warmth emits from your hands, Phoenix stands back up and manages to stay alive for just a bit longer.
I was at -1, so now I'm at 3.
No, you got healed out of
Oh,
the
you're
death
at
save,
0.
so you're at 0. So that would have reverted you to 0, and then you got healed up by 4,
Oh, okay. No.
so you're at 4 now.
We slaying.
Negatives don't really matter. We don't do negatives here. Too much math.
But it's funny.
We don't do
Imagine being
negatives
at -20.
No one wants to do that kind of math.
It was funny. It's okay.
Anyways, Alexia,
It's
it's your
for the
turn.
memes.
Stab didn't work. I don't have my weapon anymore.
What?
So...
Daggers?
Sure.
Is he able to get one of my daggers without wasting a turn?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, you can have one of my daggers.
Okay, I'm going to pick up the dagger and I'm going to throw it directly at the creature's head.
Alright.
Immediately loses the dagger.
It's like, oh, thank you.
I got an 18.
Alright, you...
Hey, let's see
Phoenix
this on my...
kindly hands you one of the daggers, and you grab it and just kneel down to thank you before immediately tossing it at full speed. And the dagger spins through the air before smacking the cultists in the face, knocking them back. And the dagger springs back and boomerangs back into Phoenix's hand.
Oh, hell yeah, brother.
Phoenix, your turn.
Beep, beep, boop, beep. Gun.
Alright, roll.
I am mad I used gun. I get 20.
I use gun.
You wanna roll performance?
Me mad, me use gun, me angry. Me shoot Tony.
You wanna use
Sure.
performance? Alright, roll performance.
1.
The perfect attack, but the worst execution. For some odd reason, you raise the gun up into the air, and all you hear yourself yell is, "I'm a firing my laser," and you drop down the gun, and you,
Oh my god.
and as you dramatically spin it in your hands, it fires into the ground behind you, and you just kind of slowly look at the ground behind you. You see this huge smoldering hole where the bullet went, before suddenly it pops up from the ground beneath the cultists and shoots them right through their chin.
Me angry,
The worst
me use gun.
execution possible, but still somehow manages to work. You see the cultist stagger a little bit before dropping onto its back. And as it drops onto its back, you see the shadow part of its
Me
body.
get 20.
Me angry, me.
I cast gun.
I cast gun upon thee.
So after the laser round goes through the cultist's head, you see them drop back onto the ground. And as they drop back, the purple fades
Yeah,
from
Dom,
the eyes,
get
and
out
you
to the
see the
bathroom.
shadow half of them disappear.
Angry.
So, as
Angry.
all of you kind of walk up to investigate the body, Sajel goes to kick
Can I
the,
stomp its head?
the corpse. What?
I want to stomp on him. Like, fuck him.
What?
Okay. So you
I'm just
stomp
looking-
down on the rest of the cultist's
Yeah.
head. You kind of just crush the head beneath your feet. And Sajel goes to kick the body while, still recovering from his wound. But right before his foot connects, it seems to stop by some unnatural force. And as he tries to kick it again, his foot seems to stop again. Before suddenly he takes out his dagger and swings it down into the corpse. But about maybe a fist size before it hits the corpse, it stops. And seems no matter what attempt he makes to hit it, it just will not let him hit. And you see him just kind of look confused and look at his dagger and then just start patting down his arm, seeming to check his muscle structure.
Phoenix noticed none of this because she's still doing this to the body.
Still trying to kick it.
No, I'm flipping it up.
Atlas, as you see Sajel walk back to you, you hear him muttering I'm sure nothing's wrong. Hold on one sec. You see him grab his dagger and you see him plant it on his arm and rip down his arm, cutting his arm open. And as he peels open the skin, you see him look deep into his arm and just kind of look at all his muscle and no, that's straight. That's not stretched. That's not pulled.
I'm
No.
gonna do this as he does that, so I don't have a panic attack.
He just kind of slowly looks at you before taking your arm off, and you just kind of feel his bloodied fingers grabbing your arm. Atlas, you're a grown-up, you'll live. Nope, ligaments are still there, bone structure's fine, as fine as it got. The weathered muscles are still there, as weathered as they can get. Alright, that should be fine.
But what if there's a
She's
spell
still
on
doing
you
this.
or something?
I don't fucking know. What do I look like? A fucking magician!
I'm
You
basically
use
the only
magic,
magician
that's
here.
close enough.
No fucking shit, Sherlock. Of course you're the only magician here. What's next? You're gonna pull a rabbit out of your hat?
I don't have a hat.
No shit.
I can make you one.
I'm gonna smack him on the backside of his head.
You just smack him and he just kind of drops his head before simply flexing his fingers, and you hear his knuckles crack. And as he goes to punch you in the face, his hand stops right before he punches you.
Uh-huh.
And as he's sitting there, his fist is this far away from your head. And he's like, I know
can't
my
see you, Dom,
contract
I
in and
can't-
out. It
I
does
can't.
not stop me from punching you.
It's right here. It's like this, Moss.
And he seems to continuously swing at you over and over again. And every single time his hand gets stopped before he strikes you.
Try hitting, Phoenix. Or us.
You hear his
Well,
knuckles
Husk.
crack as he slowly turns around and glares at Phoenix.
She's flipping off the body and then she looks up at you like,
Phoenix is metal, she'll be
Oh, no.
fine, right? You see him charge up, jump in the air, and as he drops his fist down to pretty much Superman punch, he gets stopped midair as his fist gets locked in position. What the fuck is this?
bro, I'm at
I think he's got a
30
curse.
points. I'm at 4 points. You punching me would kill me.
I don't
I'm
understand.
go
what's
up
going on.
and stop.
Hold on, Phoenix. Brace for impact.
Uh-oh.
You see him draw out his dagger and swing at you with it. But then his dagger seems to stop before it hits you. Why can't I hit anything?
I'm
Try
gonna
Lexius.
heal Phoenix. Fully heal Phoenix.
You see him throw his dagger at the dead corpse, and as soon as the dagger gets within a few inches of the corpse, it seems to stop. What the fuck? Okay, can we just go after the Void Mother now? I want her dead. You see him grab his dagger
I'm all
and
up for
just
it.
sheath it.
She
Okay.
created that thing that almost killed me. I'm willing to kill her now to fuck women.
You sure she created it, or you created it? Because you're the one that ripped its soul in half.
She pulls out the gun. I'm kidding.
So Joe just kind of stares at you in your silence. Oh, now you got nothing to say, big shot. Didn't think so.
Well, now I need to be careful about who I souffle.
And now I can't do a Pokemon.
What's your guys'
Huh?
plan?
What's a Pokemon? I'm talking as Phoenix.
Oh.
Atlas wouldn't know
I
what
was,
a Pokemon is
saying
either.
that out of character.
Atlas wouldn't know what a
I was
Pokemon
saying
is
that out of
either.
character. I was out of character.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
Anyways,
Like, now I can't Pokemon.
What's your guys' plan?
Oh, this is Joe.
Huh?
I get it now. Alice said they wanted to heal me.
Alright, Atlas, you fully
Yes,
heal Phoenix.
and I-
Phoenix, you're now at full health.
Fuck yeah, brother. Hell yeah.
Anyways, what do you guys wish to do?
You're gone. Find the woman. And commit shoot.
As we're going there, could I summon my spirit umbrella, give it to Sigil, and ask him to try and hit me with it? To
Yeah.
see if it's the weapon?
So, as all of you are kind of walking to go after the Void Mother, you hand Sigil your spirit umbrella, and he kind of lifts it up above your head and goes to whack you on top of the head with it. But his hand gets stopped, and the umbrella stops with his hand. And as he hands you back the umbrella, he just looks at his hand and just seems to be confused by what's going on.
Can he...
Is it a good idea to go after the Void Mother right now? We don't even have a plan. I just realized this. We can't shoot the woman without a plan.
Yeah, we
That should
can.
go in the
The most thoughtful
That should go in the-
murder ever
I
to be
pick up
said.
the gun.
We can't shoot this person without a plan.
Heck yeah, we can.
So, as you guys are tracing the Void
it's a
Mother by
speed
following...
thing. Can you slowly stab someone? Or can you, like...
In slow motion, stab me. I give you permission now that I'm full
You tell
health.
Sigil to slowly stab Phoenix, and Sigil grabs his dagger and slowly starts pushing it towards Phoenix. But again, at a certain distance, his hand seems to get locked up. And he can't move his body any closer to stab her.
Can he, like, touch someone? Like, just like a handshake?
You see him kind of like
Here,
grab
handshake.
onto Phoenix's shoulder, and he's more than able to grab somebody. And he looks about as confused as you. He's like looking at his hands and just does not understand what's going on.
Interesting.
Has he kept anything of the Void Mother's doing?
Can I scan him with robotness and see if there's anything that it can notice about him that's different?
His virus?
Oh yeah, both of you can do a check. Both of you roll.
Could I see his forehead to see if he has a fever?
Sure.
Got a 20.
So
Got a 20.
Phoenix and Husk, you guys start scanning over Sigil as Atlas puts their hand on top of Sigil's head to check if he's got a fever. Luckily, Atlas, the only thing you can feel off of him is the infernal heat of being a demon. But
That's about
Phoenix and
normal.
Husk, you guys notice there is something off about Sigil's condition. He does seem to be suffering a sort of curse, but not one applied. More of something was taken from him, and he was cursed. Although you can't really
amulet?
tell much off of the way you're checking him.
What if an emotion got taken? What if he can't feel anger? Can I repeatedly flick Sigil on the head? Flick, flick,
By
flick,
the time you
flick,
even get
flick,
one
flick, flick,
singular
flick.
flicking, you see him glare at you with a flaring anger. Don't even. I can't punch you, but I can sure as hell damn find a way to hurt you.
Yeah, so he still has his anger order, guys.
Okay, don't worry, guys. It's still easy to It's still easy to get mad.
Shut up.
Still got anger issues. We good.
No shit, I have anger issues. Do you know what I've been through?
I'm gonna take out a clipboard, a pencil, and put on some glasses and be like, so Joe, how do you feel? like a therapist.
As soon as you start doing that, he glares at you, grips the clipboard out of your hand, and snaps it in half. That's how I feel.
You wouldn't hit a man with glasses, would you?
You see him rip off the glasses and swing at you with them, but right before he hits you, his hand gets stopped again. And instead he decides to resort to kicking you. And you see him spin up into the air and drop his heel down onto your head, but right before his heel connects, he gets stopped in the air again. I don't understand what's going on!
Well,
Yeah, no.
I don't
I
either.
want you, we might have to cut the indie session short.
Why?
Because Blaine wants us all over her place right now. And also Mom wants you. She's probably gonna tell you that, but just go.
Okay. Hold on, I'll be right back. Y'all can try to figure out what's going with Sigil in the
Yeah.
meantime.
Okay, everyone. So what if it's with the amulet that we got when
Hey,
we
one
first
second, one second. Is Dominic in his room right now or no?
Yes.
Can you hear
Oh
us?
no. Can you hear us?
Most likely.
Anyways, yeah.
Alright. I just lied to you guys.
I'm trying to. Huh?
I just wanted to lie to you guys. He was not in his room.
Oh. Okay, but what if it is like emotion was
Wait,
taken
what
over
is?
from him? No.
They asked me if you were in your room.
No.
It's fine. We don't have to talk about it.
What you want about?
Anyways, as you guys are continuing to walk, you end up coming across a large cult fashion structure. But you notice there's no guards at the gate,
Before
and the gates are kind of
stand and see if I
wide
can
open.
find out what's wrong with him. What has been taken?
What do you want to do?
I probably interrupted you, but I couldn't hear because of my headphones, so I apologize. But I was gonna ask if I can scan again and specifically look for something that would have been taken, because you said there was something
Okay,
taken from him, but we couldn't figure out what it is. But I want to
Okay,
focus on
It
that.
was
Yeah,
not his amulet that we got in the first chapter.
Roll.
He never had an
the
amulet in the
first
first
chapter.
chapter.
I got
Oh,
it
I have
Only
my
for-
amulet.
The amulet that we gave to him, that the boss had.
That's his necklace that his wife had. That necklace he has in memory of his
Okay.
wife. Because his wife is dead.
Okay, yeah, still.
That necklace held no special
Turn off
powers,
the
it only
video.
held memories for him. What'd you get?
I'll be back.
A 20.
Okay.
Alright. You run a deep scan over him, but your sensors can't seem to pick out what's wrong with him.
Not with a 20?
Even on a 20. Maybe it's not.
Okay, I think it's an emotion, guys. Someone try to make him cry.
The only two sad.
I don't think he can cry.
Just throws out the
How
fact
do you
that he
make it
has
happen?
even the remotely most normal emotion of being able to cry.
Does he have tear
Being an
ducts?
asshole.
I mean, I don't know.
Maybe that got burnt. I don't know. I meant it in a way we need to make him dead. Maybe he's. Well, that wouldn't stop him from trying to kill people. The only thing I could think would make him stop from killing people is his anger. And he has that. We already tested it. Well, we can test it again. 1 second.
Before you even can manage to flick him, he just flings his hand up and grabs your wrist. Don't.
It was my sincerest oopsie daisies. That shall go away.
It's not an oopsie daisy if you do it on purpose!
I apologize. I apologize.
We gotta wait for Noah to get back before we can continue.
Oh.
That's
So,
probably the
I mean,
funniest
you
thing
guys
that
can keep
Phoenix has
poking
done.
and prodding to try to figure out what's going on
My
with the
sincerest oopsie daisies.
It was my sincerest oopsie daisies.
I will throw
That's
you.
the probably the funniest thing Phoenix has done.
I try it.
You see him pick you up
What?
and launch you into the air. As you fly about
You can
like
still
you fly within about like 30 feet high up into the air.
All you can hear is, you can step on people!
But as you
And
start,
it's slowly-
as you start to plummet
they
back
can slow
down to
down.
the ground, you suddenly are caught within like a few feet of hitting the ground and put back onto your feet. And Sigil just kind of just grabs his head.
You can still throw people, but they will end up fine. Write that down.
This is bullshit!
Can Phoenix make like a notepad and start writing down things that Sigil
The
can't do?
alarming thing is that when he was, while he was trying to fight and he couldn't, he didn't say anything, which is normally something Sigil would normally do, is say how bullshit that is.
I'm back.
Fight. There's not much thinking time for that. He's just trying to do stuff and make sure that people don't
Motherfucker, you
die.
suggested, Husk, that I'm some sort of
You also
mimic.
gotta realize,
There's ribs.
then again, he also
Is he?
is just an impulsive thinker. He thinks. He doesn't really think, he just says.
What, Husk? Are you suggesting I'm a mimic? Do you want me to split my body in half and see if I got a huge gaping mouth in my torso? Because I can do that. Watch. And all of a sudden you see him grab his shoulders and rip his torso back, and as you see his flesh rip apart, you just see his spinal cord and the flatness of his torso just kind of sit there. And as he just looks at you with his back like bent backwards, he's just like, "So, you're satisfied that I'm not a fucking mimic?"
Still seems mimicky to me.
Wait, while he's
Nice.
That was out of character. That was out of character. That was not Husk.
inside.
You want to check his
Yeah,
insides
can
while
I
he's
scan
ripped
his
open?
insides and see what's
Quote.
missing?
End quote.
I scanned
take
him
that
to
out
see
of
if he's
Okay, yeah.
He's
So
lying.
yeah, go ahead and so you guys walk over. You walk over to him and you kind of like grab his torso and you rip and you pull it open and just kind of look inside. You notice the absence of like pretty much all internal organs. Mainly everything that would be stored within the stomach area. Given that, you
Oh,
know,
why
that
did
thing's
no one
so
think to
damn
just
flat
have-
and compressed, you can see his spine on both sides of his body.
Okay, if people.
And you
if
see
you were
him,
thinking
you
that
see
he
him
was a
grab
mimic,
your
why
hands
didn't
and pull
he
him
just
out
have
from
access
inside of him
to,
and he
like,
fixes
a
himself. He's
command
like, "What
that
are you
Sigil would be able
doing?"
to do? No mimic would be able to know his like personal stuff. So all Alice had to say was say something personal to me. Then we could have known he was.
How
I
about
was a
this? You
mimic
want to
or
know
not.
something personal about my life? My whole life is fucked. I'm from
No,
hell.
I'm
You guys
not-
signed a shitty contract
I
with me
don't
to make
know.
me your fucking servant. I had to sit with my mouth stitched shut as I've watched you. I had my eye ripped out when I was converted into a thrall. I've been sitting for years, tossing rocks back and forth, and fighting damned imps from a demon mine. And for the years before I died, I was a soldier, and by the time everything went to shit, my wife got murdered and my son got kidnapped. And for the next 50 years after, I've been blacked out in the afterlife. Afterwards, I woke up, I ended up getting saved by someone from hell, signed a contract for my life or die, and either way, it was bound to kill me anyways, and so I end up trying to save my son. Next thing you know, oh hey, we fight Oblivion. Oh no, we died, we lose. Oh no, here we are now. Is that enough proof for you that I'm real?
I've already known that for a long time.
Yes,
I don't need to
so.
swallow your guts.
He did both literally and figuratively.
What's Alexio's reaction to the whole story?
I'm
Is,
just
the one
is,
standing,
it, is, wasn't listening.
I'm just
Is it
standing there
listening the
watching
entire
this
time?
happen. I
Sticky
just
should
pick up the
take
gun and
you want
leave.
cups of tequila.
Suddenly,
Hey, it's my
Joe just
gun. You can be
grabs
friends
his...
there.
So Joe just grabs
For coming here?
the bridge of his nose before just pointing towards the giant doorway. Okay, now that we're done arguing, can we address why the fact that a giant cult gate's open? And he motions all of you to look at the
I
giant
didn't
doorway
know it
that's
was
been left
open.
wide open.
Yes, I really don't care.
Information.
Can we go in?
I
Maybe the
walk
Void
up to the
Mother's in
door
there.
and aim the gun at it.
I follow
Alright, yeah.
Alexios.
Alright, yeah. Let's whip some. Let's whip some void ass.
So, as all of you are walking in, about maybe 5 minutes of walking, you all of a sudden enter this huge, grand hallway. Rows of seats upon seats go all the way down its length until this large kind of preacher spot of a church Like, it seems to be like a giant church room. At the very end, the Void Mother seems to be at this sort of pedestal. And you see lines of cultists lined up in front of her. And each time a cultist gets up to her, you see her plant her hand on their forehead. And the same black mist that was absorbed from Sigel and the cultists that got killed by the half-shadow seemed to fill into her.
Ah, shit. I think I know now. He lost part of his soul.
But after every time a cultist seems to get drained, you see them walk to the side and you see what looks to be a smile on their face after each one. They seem to be happier. And you all just kind of watch, and suddenly the Void Mother looks up and then sees all of you. And you see her expression go from a joyous, happier expression to a dead face expression. Before you see her start to laugh.
So soon, huh?
It's gun time. Gun time.
You see her start to laugh.
Yes, God, damn me, God.
Well, this is intriguing, isn't it? I'm glad to see all of you finally made it.
Can I just simply ask her what she took from Sigil?
Yeah, but
Sure,
shut it.
so-
This.
I'll use one of my Riz charges if I have to.
Well,
Why?
before you even get to math anything, she cuts you off. Well, you've come at an inopportune time, but I suppose we can make quick work of this. You see her snap her fingers twice, and suddenly some other cultists come in from another room. And you notice some very uncanny similarities about them. They are all perfect mimics of you. Just their bodies seem darker, their outfit seems to be more fitting of the cult.
Are we real? I'm kidding.
Man.
Oh no,
But
did
now
this last
today will be
time.
the day
Is this-
that you die.
is this a true carbon copy of me? Is this someone else?
Copy and paste.
But before I have you all killed, any last words or questions?
Yeah.
Phoenix, you raise your hand. Well then, speak, child.
I just want to know what you took from Sigil. I'm curious. I'm a curious little guy.
Well, isn't
Ye-
it obvious?
you-
I took away his sin. So no longer is he able to sin.
Sigil, you can go to heaven now.
Sigel has now been cleansed, albeit now he cannot fight. But why need commit sin when you are freed? You see Sigel just kind of look, and you notice a expression of pure anger cross his face. Oh no, you did not just say you did that. Now look, I hate what I did in the past, but it's my sin and I need to own up for it. So you hand it back
I
right
won that
fucking
sin
now.
fair and square.
I want my sin.
It's my own
revenge
problem to
for
worry
bitch
about. I don't need
kidnapped.
some stupid higher up doing that for me.
The jail, the
You
hater of
notice all the
authority.
cultists that had their sins purged kind of look at him confused. Even the Void Mother seems confused. But why would you be enraged when you are cleansed of your sin? You finally have the chance to ascend and see an afterlife better than the current one. Because my own sins are my own problem. I did all this shit myself. I'm going to figure it all out myself, even if I have to cry myself to my own rest every day. I will see it through my own damn self.
Does he do that?
Before any of you get to make a comment on that, he looks at you and say, "Don't ask any questions. My own personal life is my own personal
My
life."
phone.
I don't care, bro.
I've already seen your personal life many a times, buddy.
Shut up, you creep.
It's not my fault that I can't
That was
choose what I
kinda
see
creepy.
what I don't see. It's not my fault I can't choose what I see and don't see.
Well, if that's all any of you have to ask or say, then we shall get started with this. Anything else any of you want to ask or
One more
say?
question.
Yes.
Can you not kill us?
No,
Please?
we're
I
going
offered
to
you
kill her.
that chance a while ago and you went and denied me. And I'll have you know
You're
no
not even
one
gonna say yes or no, you just
denies me.
proceeded to freeze us. We didn't get a chance to give you an answer yet.
You had plenty of time to think it over, and you failed to do so.
We asked you for more time, and then you freeze us anyway. Before we can give you an answer.
You notice a maniacal grin start to form on her face. You are infuriating me. No more questions. Only death.
No, not really.
And you see her swing her arm across the field, and suddenly a large black mist covers everything. And the black mist seems to cover the ground. But some of this black mist gets reabsorbed into Sigel, and you hear him crack his knuckles and crack his neck. Now that feels heavy again. Let's do this.
Yummy sing.
She
Yum.
screwed up.
The amount of sin that's returned to him, Atlas, suddenly you feel the chain go loose, and it frees from your hand. If you don't mind, I'm going to use that command you tried failing to give me earlier, freedom to movement. I'll handle my clone, you guys handle yours. And you see him charge up past all the other copies, and he starts dueling his own. Anyways, all of you roll for initiative.
Is there a Campbell copy?
No, there is no Campbell copy. But it also seems Campbell is not by your side. He's not harmed or anything. You can tell just by
Where is he?
you can tell by a Kratos' intuition he's safe, but he's just nowhere nearby. He's probably off by a pond
Well,
somewhere,
no.
just
Then
resting.
probably for the best. Let's be real.
Can I ask you a question? Just to you. Here, wait. Let me try and go back into your D&D thing with you. Yeah. Just start the match and I'll send you a message. Just start the battle and I'll send you a message.
Alright, all of you roll initiative.
Got it?
I rolled a 20.
Alright.
I rolled an 18!
5.
7.
Order is as follows.
5, 6,
Phoenix, Husk, Atlas, then Alexios. Phoenix, what is your action?
Oh no, I lost my mouse privileges. 1 second. Touchscreen activated.
Oh wait.
I want to use the scimitar on myself. Not myself, but the other one.
Okay. Make sure you specify extremely who you are attacking. Because you do have your clones and you have yourselves. Anyways.
I
roll.
commit slicey dice with the scimitar on the clones.
I commit suicide, but not suicide. I commit self-harm, but not suicide.
Suicide on this, but not on myself.
Full of
I
Raiden.
self-harm about something on the opposite of me.
I got another 20. I'm slaying.
Alright, so you swing out your scimitar, dash forward, and cut your clone across its chest. You see a large flame cross its chest. Husk, your turn.
Alright, I would... Okay, wait, so question.
Huh.
Is this, like, a complete carbon copy of me? So, like, everything?
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that too. Is my clone also a robot?
Yes. They are you.
Yeah, like, does mine also have the powers I was given by my parents?
Yes.
So, like, void control, the offerings?
Ah,
Yes.
fun.
Okay, then, great idea! I'm going to use my, possession offering on the clone.
Use your what offering?
My, possession offering. And possess my clone.
Alright. Roll.
Do I have a soul, even though I'm a robot?
19.
Alright.
19.
You raise up your offering and you burn it, and you feel the ability of your possession start to entrap your other form of you. But you are immune to your own possession. Because that would make no sense that you can possess yourself.
Dominic,
Did you... Oh,
do I have a soul as a robot?
Possibly. Maybe. Something you're gonna have to figure out.
They don't souffle me. I do not want to be souffled.
Atlas, your turn.
Can I summon my demon clone and jump my other self?
Sure, yeah. So you summon your demon clone by your side. Roll for both of you.
Uh-oh, that's a 3 and a natural 20.
Who do you want to give the natural 20? You or your clone?
I'll take the 20.
Alright,
Swifty.
so
My clone just formed. He's fine.
you charge up with your clone. Your clone misses by a decent margin, but you manage to take the distraction and attack your clone.
Yeah, but
Alexios, your turn. What do you wish to do?
mm,
Where's that come from?
I'm going. Do we have to attack our own clone?
yeah.
You can attack anybody.
Oh.
On top of your dress.
I'm going
It'd
to
be more fun if you
blindside
attacked yourself,
Phoenix's clone
Okay,
because
so
I know the
while we all
because
start
I
with
know
the
how
clone
they were
that's the
created.
biggest
Oh, go away! I want to do it.
That's fair. Technically,
Why
Mine.
don't we all start
You
with
would get
the
advantage
biggest
against-
clone that's a threat?
Mine.
So like we start with one, then we go down the line. Strongest to the weakest.
Alright, Alexios, roll with
Since I
advantage
know.
since you're attacking the Phoenix clone.
Phoenix should be the one to. The clone Phoenix should be the one to go away first. You can literally souffle.
20.
Okay.
Go away! I want to kill myself.
Do you want performance? Alright, roll performance.
Didn't expect that to be hearing that today.
You pull out your sword and you sprint up to the Phoenix clone and you swing your blade across all of Phoenix's weak spots. Before ending it with the dramatic stab down the chest plate. Before returning back to the group. It is now the cult's turn.
Did the clone die?
No. Phoenix, roll to dodge.
Oh no, I lost my mouth resolution. 1 second.
Wait, so is their death methods also the same as ours? So
Maybe.
if we have different races? So like, my death method would be the same as my clones?
Maybe. Possibly. What'd you get?
Okay then, I never really thought of how my race would actually perma-die. Get permadeath.
I got 18 by the way.
Okay. So, your clone sprints up at you and swings the scimitar in the same exact way you did, but instead of taking the hit, you dodge.
I'm better than you. I'm the better
Us.
Phoenix.
You see your clone raise up the same relic that you just used and burn it, and you feel the same
Obvious.
grip of possession on you, but you are immune to your own possession.
So if I don't use the play, the clone won't use the play.
Something you gotta figure out.
Okay, so I think I know what's
Atlas,
happening. Since
you
he
see
used
your
it on
clone
me,
summon
and
its own
clearly knowing that
variant
I
of a
failed
demon
it.
clone.
he's copying our moves
Atlas,
as well.
roll to dodge.
So technically, if we hurt ourselves, they're gonna hurt themselves.
Starts to punch myself.
14!
Atlas, your clone and their demon clone sprint up to you, and the demon clone misses, and your clone goes to strike you the same way you struck it, but you dodge out of the way. Phoenix, roll with disadvantage. Roll to dodge with disadvantage.
Alexios, you fool.
You can't really call him
Okay.
a fool. It's not like you don't know the rules behind these guys.
Cat just yawned.
I got 20 and a 19.
Good.
Precious little cat. A butterbutt.
Anyways, Phoenix, you see Alexios' clone sprint up to you, and it starts swinging at you wildly, but you dodge out of each swing.
Nope, nope, nope.
And as it goes for the strike down, you dodge out of the way, and you see its blade get stuck into the ground. Anyways, Phoenix, your turn.
Okay, so I'm not going to use the souffle because I don't want it to souffle my friends.
That matters if it succeeds, though. Because if your current theory is that
Oh, wait,
it has
What color
that it
is
copies
my
you,
clone's flame?
it's just a shadowy version of all of you. They're all like just shadowy versions. They're all just darker.
Okay. I'm just the cooler version. 'cause it's
Here's the
black.
thing, Alexis.
Black.
If your theory is that they copy you, have you noticed I've been having you roll and not randomly picking any of you? And also, you haven't probably been hearing any dice rolls from me making sure they can attack?
Bro, I'm not smart enough for whatever you're trying to put down.
Why don't we just sit there?
They copy you. And
Yeah.
they seem to have been
they're
copying you
copycats.
flawlessly. Just you're an unknown variable when they try to do their thing. So think about it. You all succeeded.
I'm not smart enough for whatever
You
you're
all
trying to put
succeeded
down.
and they all succeeded. So, if you fail,
theoretically,
they
on
fail.
my
We gotta
turn,
fail.
You gotta think
theoretically, on my turn, I can have it that I can use my offering that gives us all success. I'll give us all success. Then we just
That's just gonna give all the clones success
they're
too.
gonna get a success. No matter what, they will succeed.
So will
They
the
will pro- no matter what, we will succeed, and no matter what, they'll succeed, which is normal. So far, they've only succeeded.
That's not gonna get us anywhere. Am I crazy? I don't know. Maybe.
sure as you guys do so.
I'm gonna do what I haven't done so far for some reason. Activate my what is it called again? High speed thing.
Oh, you're gonna use high speed?
Yeah. Hell yeah,
Why don't
buddy.
we all just target different clones?
Because I don't know.
The clones target us.
You don't.
I'm not targeting
you don't
anyone.
exactly-
I'm not speedness. I wanna go on
Clones
speed.
target The other version of us. The real us. Or they target the clone version of us.
You guys have to
Yeah,
try
why
to
don't you
figure
guys-
out how they work. Because from what you guys know, they're just copying you right now.
I want to activate my high speed.
Sure you want to do that?
No, don't.
Oh no, do I?
I don't know,
Do
do
I?
you?
Oh, do I?
From how it currently seems, and based off your guys' theory, they're copying you guys. So by your current theory, whatever you do, they will do. You have no evidence on how it works if you succeed or fail. You only have evidence on it
Whose turn is it?
if you succeed. It's currently Phoenix's turn. Think carefully.
Okay.
Sometimes it's better to figure out your.
Is
card
anyone
before
smart
going for a
enough to
heavy hit.
pick up what he's putting down?
I think everyone but
They
you
are
are.
copying us completely. And no, if they're copying us completely, if we attack another one, it's like not our clone.
Wait, here,
Well,
let
they
me
might
let
attack
me
the
recap
other-
the
the
recent
person we
turns.
just
Let me recap the last go about, so then you guys might be able to pick up on something. Phoenix, you attacked your clone. You succeeded. Husk, you tried to possess your clone. It did not work because you are immune to possession. Atlas, you summoned a demon clone and then attacked your clone. The demon clone failed. You succeeded. Alexios, you attacked Phoenix's clone. You succeeded. Then, their turn went up. Phoenix, your clone went after you, just like you went after it. But instead, you dodged. Husk, your clone tried to possess you, but it didn't work as you're immune to your own possession. Atlas, your clone then summoned its own variant of a demon clone, and then tried to attack you. The demon clone failed, it succeeded, but you dodged. Alexios, your clone attacked Phoenix, but Phoenix managed to dodge.
Okay.
Use that to your advantage. And I'll also add,
think
I did
try
not
attacking
roll
the
for
void-
any of them. I have not been rolling for any of them.
What if we attack the Void Mother?
No. Stupid. JK
That
though.
might actually work.
Yeah, because now it's no longer attacking a variant of us. So they're gonna copy us and attack the Void Mother, or attack nothing. 'Cause we
Good
aren't
point, actually.
attacking.
I still wanna
anyone.
have to get
I
my
will
high
also
speed.
allow you guys to look around without wasting your turn. I will allow that.
Alright,
so you can
I'll-
look around
I'll
I proceed
around.
to.
You still have
I'll
to.
look
You
around.
still have to do it on your turn, but it's not going to waste your turn. It's like a bonus action.
It is my turn.
Okay.
It
Yes,
is my
I know.
turn.
I'm just saying because Husk was trying to look around. It's not his turn yet.
Oh,
So you want to look around?
I'm a child.
All right. Roll perception.
No, go away. Okay, thanks. No. Why? 18.
So you look around and you end up catching a glimpse of Sigel fighting. You see him land a few blows before all of a sudden his clone mimics his exact moves, and he but instead he manages to block all of them, unlike his clone being able to take all of them.
Maybe we should tell him that it's gonna copy him.
How do you know he hasn't
He knows,
already
he's
figured
smart.
Void Mother. No, we tell him and tell him to attack the Void Mother. See? Or attack
Alice
another
can do that since
cultist.
they're the chain person.
Just attack another
Alice is obsessed with
attack
chains.
cultist and see if the clone will copy him. Attack that cultist or attack him. He'll be our little guinea pig. He'll be our guinea pig.
Okay, I'm gonna
Has he
put that to
not
the test,
used
but
his
first I
tiger?
still want to activate speed.
No! Don't! Stop!
Why? But then if I activate the speed, then I'll have advantage against the void. Then so would
Yes,
Why?
he's also. But your clone is also going to have speed.
yeah, against the person.
Alright, well,
Everyone is against it. Never mind. I'll just shoot the mother.
no, first, before you activate speed, we have Sigil test it out.
No, I wanted to shoot the mother.
Atlas is the only one that can command Sigil.
No, do not shoot the mother!
Atlas
Don't
is
shoot
the
the
only one that
mothers.
can command Sigil, so you have to wait until Atlas's turn for Sigil to get a command.
Okay, then just attack your clone.
Beep, 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 beep. No. Do we not want to test this out?
Yes, but we can't without. Yes, but we can't without having extreme risk with the Void Mother.
It's gonna be
Okay,
extreme
and?
risk regardless.
And
Okay, and exactly what he said.
You still have to
I
wait
can-
2 turns
of all of
for...
us, the only one that can really hold the
I-
line against the
It's
Void
my
Mother
turn.
is
I
Sigil.
choose what I want to do. I am a woman with my own rights, and I commit.
You're an idiot.
Okay. Phoenix, roll to shoot.
I rolled to shoot the mother. The woman. I got a
Yes,
20.
there we go.
Oh, God, sorry. Yeah, I
It's
did
going
good.
to be
You aim down the rifle and you fire it at the Void Mother. But
It's a rifle?
before the shot lands, you see the round just kind of dissipate on a shadow wall in front of her. How foolish is
Okay.
it
Yeah, just
that I would let
testing.
myself be
Just testing,
attacked?
bitch.
Mere fools.
Okay.
Husk,
Okay.
your turn.
Okay, it's my turn now. I am going to punch a random cultist.
The only ones you can reach are the ones you're fighting.
Okay, then, I'll open a portal over one's head and close it. Or throw something at them. Throw a rock at them.
Hold
Chip one
on.
out of the
Decide on a plan. Decide on a battle plan.
Okay, so my main goal is to attack a cultist.
You
For
can
the
only attack the
experimental.
people you're fighting. You can only attack your clones.
Okay, so I won't do anything. I'll just get my turn.
So you skip. Okay. Atlas, your turn. What do you wish to do?
No, wait, dang it! I could have used my future sight. See what was coming. Next was gonna happen. Damn it.
I'm gonna
Have Sigil attack a cultist that isn't his clone. Or just not attack.
What do you want to do, Atlas?
Wait, would
No, wait,
would
that one
Sigil's
worked. 'Cause-
clone be as indestructible as him?
Maybe.
If they are complete clones, then mine ain't gonna be able to. Unless he's shattered. And just erased. And banished.
I'm gonna make my demon clone go after my clone's demon clone, and then I'm gonna go after my clone.
Okay, roll.
That's a 10 and a 12.
So, you give a nod to your clone, and it nods back at you, and both of you charge up at the at your opponents. You see your demon clone tackle down the Shadow's demon clone and kill it instantly, and you land a few decisive blows on your opponent before returning back. Alexios, your turn. What do you wish to do?
I have an idea.
All right.
What is your idea?
I am going to deactivate my armor.
Oh!
Okay. So you shut down your armor. You now take more damage. Now the cult's turn.
This.
Phoenix, your clone takes their rifle, aims up into the air at the same trajectory you did, and fire it off into the distance. The round hits a wall before it dissipates. Husk, your clone does absolutely nothing, just like you did. Atlas,
Good job, clone.
your
You're
clone looks
worthless.
off at this, kind of mirroring your action, and nods at something that does not exist before charging up at you and trying to attack. Roll to dodge.
Just nods at a non-existent being.
What'd you get?
3.
So it lands the blows the same exact way you did. Take 3 hit points of damage. And
This is
Alexios,
going
you
bad.
see your clone press on its armor and deactivate it.
Yeah.
Phoenix, it's now your turn.
Yeah.
No.
Oh no, my little thing. 1 second. Oh, don't die on me. How long were you dying?
I'm hearing.
Okay. Are you charging? You are charging. Good job. Good job, laptop. Anyways. I don't attack. Laptop, what are you doing? Laptop, please! Not the time to be having a medical emergency, laptop. Okay. Okay, we're good. Everything's fine. Everyone calm down. Stop panicking. Stop panicking.
Nah.
Anyways, I was saying that I kind of want to attack Alexios.
Me?
Huh?
Alexios' clone. Now that it's deactivated, maybe it can do more damage. But hopefully, Alexios can dodge Phoenix'
How do you
clone.
want to attack?
I was just speaking out loud. I don't have a plan yet.
You know. This entire party in a nutshell, everybody. No one has a fucking plan.
I have a plan. It's just I'm.
Oh, close
I am-
on.
Okay,
Guys,
he
I
has
have
a
a
plan, so
plan.
I'm not going to touch his clone, actually. I'm going to...
Wait, that is the plan.
Oh,
Stop it.
I'm going to attack the clone
That is the
Clone.
plan.
Alexios
There's a lot of the
with
clones.
the scimitar.
There are a lot of the clones. Which
Scimitar.
clone? I need you to specify. There is self-harm
I
and
said Alexios'
non-suicidal
clone.
self-harm. Make it specific. You want to attack Alexios' clone?
He's
Okay.
with the scimitar.
Alright, roll.
1 second.
Yippee.
What'd you get? What?
I'm going to go over here, guys.
That's not one, I take it. I take it that's a nat one.
Good night.
Okay.
Very
So-
sad day.
Phoenix, you pull out the scimitar and you charge forward at Alexios' clone. And you swing it up into the air, you miss just horridly. And you start spinning like a top before accidentally bringing the blade into your own chest. Your torso catches fire and you start burning. Take 8 damage for your own fuck up.
For you being an idiot.
Good thing you're fireproof.
You
What my clone going to do, though? 1 second.
I know.
they're just gonna bail themselves. They just bail
Hell yeah.
themselves.
Anyways, Husk,
Trying to
your turn.
attack.
What do you wish to do?
Okay. I don't know if Sajel will listen to me or not. If I tell him that it's mimicking him. But I'll try it anyway. I wanna like scream at Sajel. Sajel! The thing's mimicking you!
So you yell at it to
The
Sajel.
thing's mimicking you.
Halfway through the fight, you see him just slowly glare at you, and you see his clone slowly mimic the same. No shit, Sherlock! I totally wouldn't have
I'm gonna just flip
noticed that I've been punching,
I
kicking,
told you
swinging,
earlier that
slicing,
Sajel is
missing,
smart
and
enough to
mimicking me
pick up on
perfectly.
stuff.
Flip up my middle fingers at them and say, "Good job! You both are learning! Good job, dumbasses!"
I seem to have caught on to this faster than you. The moment I started fighting, I noticed.
Yeah, same.
Careful, he can punch you now.
Oh,
He will punch you.
same thing I did. I knew.
He'll treat you like you're a football.
You're mimicking.
All of a sudden, you see Sajel just start to think. Hold on. Atlas, I got a plan. You need to command me to do something. I don't know what. Just figure it out.
Damn. Great,
Don't give me that
great.
look. I'm halfway through fighting. My thinking isn't exactly thinking at the moment. You see him
Good
look at his
job.
clone after it mimics him a bit before he just bitch slaps his clone and then ducks down to dodge it.
You know, why am I not surprised that he bitch slaps his clone?
Atlas, your turn.
I'll be right back. I need to go take a Harper in a minute.
I'm gonna tell him
Yeah.
to stop fighting and come here.
Alright, you give him the command to stop fighting and walk over to you, and you see him just kind of like, just look over at you and walk over. You see his clone mimic the same and just kind of walk in front of your cult clone.
Now you gotta command him to. Now
So,
you gotta command
hold
him
on,
to whoop,
what's the plan here?
whoop the Void Mother's ass.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Well, now you have time to think of what.
Well, I'm
What do you
sorry,
need
I was
to
having
do?
a fucking, like, play brawl over there, where it looked like I was coming out of some fucking, like, Richmond's play where they paid a fucking 1,000 gold or more to fight. Jesus Christ, you want to talk about choreography? Hire us! Anyways,
Alright, well that's my turn.
Alexios, your turn. What do you wish to do?
I would like to. I would like to walk up to my clone and see if it has a mind of its own,
Like you two
or at
bumped
least a
into each other.
semblance of a mind of its own.
Alright, you
He just
walk up
walks
to your
straight
clone,
into
you just
you.
kind of like get in front of its face and stare it in the eyes. It just kind of seems to stay still for a little bit. It's now the cult's turn.
Just like
Phoenix, your clone draws out its scimitar and sprints forward to where Alexios was once standing. And as it swings, it misses and starts spinning, just like you did, before bringing its scimitar straight through its chest. Although,
Yeah.
unlike you, it collapses to the ground and shuts down, before it phases into nothing but a ethereal black.
Everyone stab yourself.
everyone, grab a knife and jam it and jam it into your own body.
Everyone stab yourself.
Everyone.
Husk, you see your clone point over to where you were yelling at before, and it seems to yell out a command without actually speaking.
Does it throw the middle fingers up too?
Yes, it does everything you did. Atlas, your
Yes!
clone seems to mimic the yelling out of a command at Sajel before doing the same exact way you were arguing with Sajel. Alexios, your clone just kind of walks forward and bumps into you and just kind of accidentally pushes you back. So you just kind of sidestep out of its way as it walks towards where you were once standing, bends over and glares down into your non-existent eyes.
He says it's actually serious, and then we're goofing around with our clones.
Hey, just because it gets
I'm
just
just trying
because
to make it be
this session,
dancing.
future
Gonna make it
sessions are
dance
probably
like
gonna
this.
get more gruesome does not mean it can't be funny.
I know.
Um,
But see how this session was meant to be serious and taken seriously, and now we're just messing around with our clones like they're like dumbasses.
Suddenly, you hear some sort of irritated growling, and you all look up at the Void Mother, and you see her like grabbing her head in this seemingly manic frustration. Before you hear a piercing
Look at that, bitch.
void screech. This is tiring. And as she swings her arm, you
You
notice the
like it?
clones disappear and phase into nothing.
No,
No,
my
it's starting to
friend.
like him.
And all of a
No, it's
sudden,
not like
all of
it.
you are grabbed and dropped onto the floor by some weird shadow tendrils. I will have all of you killed.
Compensating for something.
And she snaps her
compensating
fingers.
for
You see a
something.
few. You see a few cultists walk in. One seems to have some sort of void relic. One seems to have some sort of futuristic knife, and one seems to have two sickles. Now, before we start anything, you see her send out her hand, and a black beam goes from her hand and strikes Atlas straight in the head. Atlas, the words "give over command" echo in your head, and they just seem to pound at you, before suddenly you simply, uncontrollably mutter out the words, "I hand over the chain."
No, can I hear and bonk her head before she can say anything? Just
Suddenly,
like,
you see
hit her
the
on the head.
chain you see the chain come off of your hand and go into the Void Mother's hand. And you see Sigel just kind of get wide-eyed as he stares. Good. Now he's mine. And now I will have all of you killed. Dismantle that one from the inside out. As she points at Phoenix. She ends up pointing at Alexios. Got him. And as she points at Husk, banish him from this plane. And for that one, as she points at Atlas, let her trusted ally handle that one. Suddenly,
Yeah, we should probably
Phoenix,
get Oblivion.
you see the cultist with the futuristic dagger walk up to you, and you quickly, panically analyze it as a maintenance tool used to help technicians work with synths and technology from the inside without reaching and dismantling them. Suddenly, it stabs it down right into your neck, and you feel the blade go into your systems. And as it presses a button, you feel a small droid kind of deploying to your body. Your shoulders and body start to lurch out as your body sporadically loses control. And as sparks and oil start to spray out of your body, suddenly an electric field starts to form around you. And a large explosion happens as your power core is destroyed. And your body just slowly collapses. And everything goes black for you.
Well, sane and alright, I guess.
Husk,
He's trying to make something super
the
serious,
cultist
and
with
all
the
you
void
get
relic
is...
walks up to you before planting it against your chest. Your armor seems to start to glow and crack.
Son of a bitch.
And you feel your binding to it loosen as you hear them say abyssal words, and suddenly you dissipate. Your armor clatters uselessly to the ground, and everything goes black for you. Alexios, you see the cultist with 2 sickles walk up to you. They place one sickle on your stomach and one sickle on your neck before swinging them across before you can say anything. You feel blood start to flow out of your neck, and you feel your intestines start to spill out of you. And while you try to speak, all you can do is gurgle and choke on your own blood before you drop dead and everything goes black. Suddenly, Atlas, you see Sigels stand up shakily, as you notice he just has no control over his body given his direct command. He draws out his dagger and plants it on your chest.
Like, as he's doing things, can my last words be, "It's not your fault"?
So, yeah, you manage to eke
Sad.
out the words.
That's like sad.
You eke out the words, "It's not your fault," and you see a single tear start to drop down his cheek. I
You
know-
can cry! Write that down!
And you simply hear him mutter quietly. You simply utter. You simply hear him utter.
You can try. Write that down.
As all his sadness is happening, he's just simply. He can cry.
Phoenix reboots for just a second. Can cry, guys.
Well, technically, Phoenix doesn't
Need
see
to
this. Only
ruin
Atlas
a
does.
serious
The rest
moment.
of you are all just gone.
You can cry.
But so, Atlas, after you simply tell him it's not his fault, you see a single tear drop down his cheek, and as you feel a sharp pain start to press against your chest, as your skeletal structure in your chest starts to collapse in on itself. You simply hear him mutter the words under his breath, "I know, and I'm sorry." And suddenly, you feel your chest collapse and everything goes black. And that is where we'll end the session.
You know it.
Yeah, I figured that.
I was thinking that he was gonna say, and that's the end of the session. How did I know?
I knew I should have done it.
Then what?
I knew I should have prepared it. I knew I should have prepared it. I had an idea
I should have used my
make
hammer
a dead
ability.
man switch. but I should have done it. To give
No,
myself a
during
dead
that whole
man's-
sequence, I should have just used my Ember ability to teleport us all out.
You couldn't. Your hands were binded. You couldn't burn anything when you can't grab anything. You all were binded to the ground. You couldn't do anything. Yeah,
And sayonara, I
that's
guess.
the end of the session. All of you are dead.
I like how you're trying to do. I like how you're trying to do a serious session.
That always
Yeah.
is.
Well, it would have been fine
Yeah.
before you yelled out you can
Remember,
cry.
children. Remember, children. Death is not permanent.
You don't know if this one's permanent.
It is when you're a robot, unless Alexios rebuilds me, but he also has no more organs.
And also, yeah, and one thing I do know is that I will definitely not be perma-dead. Is specifically one thing he did not mention.
The
No,
thing
not
I
exactly.
never mentioned any of you were permanently dead doesn't mean you're not permanently dead.
No, it's because how you said it.
Maybe I can do something as a Reaper, but I don't even know if I have a soul.
You don't know?
Anyways, bye!
I hope so. I hope I have a soul, and then we're all souls together, and then I come in touch with.
Also, I do want to say this for the fight.
I'm
If
going
you guys
to
would have
hell.
killed a clone, there would be no one left to replicate you. They were mimicking you exactly, from your failure to your success. I wasn't rolling for any of them. I would just use your turn to
I
mirror
know.
it. So you could have easily just killed one, and then it wouldn't have done anything its next turn. But if you would have attacked another person's clone and would have succeeded to the point it died, then they would have had. Then, you know, the person who you attacked would have to try not to die to your own clone.
Yippee.
Because it would have mimicked you flawlessly.
I still think
So-
it's funny that I was just making jokes the whole time while you're trying to have a serious session. Sayonara, I guess. Oh, he couldn't cry, guys. Put that down.
Farewell.
No, you gotta say bye to the recording first.
Farewell.
heard the recording
We are
begun.
not dead.
Well, all of you are dead.
Well, that was the final section. The Colts have over the world. Yippee!
So now people.
I mean, this is the alternate timeline, so it is possible.
It is possible. That is just the end. And I decided to end it with no success,
Although I
no
think
good
he would
feeling.
tell us before.
You
What
should,
happened?
you should
I
not.
think he would tell us before.
I knew I should have set the dead man switch. That would have been hilarious. They just cut over my chest, and I just say, "Well, you dislodged my heart, so
Well, you were gutted and you had your neck slit. Nothing about your heart was hurt.
yeah."
Uno reverse, bitch!
It wouldn't. You
I
wouldn't even
still
be able to say
didn't get to
Uno
find
reverse,
out if
bitch. You
Sajel
just-
hates or likes Phoenix.
All you would have seen is just him gurgle out blood, press a button, and then he would have just exploded.
I wouldn't even have to have pressed the button. I could just wait till I die, and then boom. I could have eviscerated
I
all of the
still-
enemies.
I still never got to find out if Sajel hates or likes.
Ha! Suffer.
Suffer.
I thought about doing it when we were in the forest trying to expect Sajel, like doing an insight check.
I've gotta go.
I was like,
Bye.
no, I just got done flicking him. He probably is gonna show hatred. No matter what.
Anyway, I gotta go, so I'll see you all
Adios.
I.
later.
Hey.